I gotta be honest with you guys. This one hits different for me, man. Even though I knew it was coming, this one hurts, man. You know, for full disclosure, Andrew Tate is a guy I really, really admire and look up to. I really do, man. Is the guy perfect? I absolutely not. Nobody's perfect. And again, if you concentrate on the bad stuff, you're gonna, see the bad stuff, right? But Andrew Tate overall, from what I've seen, because we're all a mixed bag, I believe he's a good man. I really do. And I heard about, and I used to listen to Andrew Tate a few years ago, actually, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. And I used to listen to him. I was like, man, this guy is funny.
Why did you choose that insult? Why do you call people worms? And it's very, very clear to me, at least, why I call people worms. Worm is a pointless creature. The only reason a worm exists is so that bigger, more important animals can eat something. They don't do anything. They can't see. They sit in the dirt and they just move around in the dirt and they try and hide a little bit, and then a bird eats them. And most people live their lives as worms. Most of you are worms. You don't do anything important. You're just living in your shit life, living your little dirt, just sitting there wriggling, hoping an eagle doesn't come along to fuck you up. And if an eagle did come along, you couldn't even defend yourself. A worm has no claws. Hasn't even got, like a skunk can spray smelly piss or something. A worm has zero defensive mechanism. A worm is absolutely and utterly useless. I've never heard of a story of valor that involves a worm. People use animals as insults. They'll say you're a bitch, which is a female dog. I don't think a female dog's that insulting to be. I know female dogs. You can have a female police dog that will charge at bullets, or you can have a fire dog that will run in a burning building. What's so wrong about being a female dog? A dog can do something. Being a female worm would be much worse. Are there even female worms? Are worms so shit that they don't even have genders? I'm about to do research in the middle of a Tate speech for the first time in my life. Earthworms are hermaphrodites. This is what I mean. They don't have genders. If you're a worm, you're not even a man or a woman. You're just a worm. If I were to come and knock on your door and say, I've decided I have a sexual attraction to twos, so I'm taking your girlfriend, you could do very little about it because you're a worm.
And I knew he was a kickboxer and stuff like that. This before he became, world famous, the most famous man in the world, quote unquote. But today, I'm shooting a video. I was cutting up some edit about Ted Cruz. First of all, I'm Jerry from JerryLovesFreedom and Decentralized Assets. A little bit about me. I'm from America. I'm all about freedom and, keeping your money and your assets outside the banking system and basically having a smaller government. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a veteran and I'm an American, and I go by the Constitution. I don't have anything against Republicans or Democrats if you are one. I just don't like the politicians and what's going on, and I don't like, the hidden tax that we have, inflation. That is a tax, whether we like it or not. And I don't like losing the value of my spending power every single day, month, week, year, whatever. I'm all for decentralized assets, and my favorite assets are Bitcoin, silver, platinum, and gold, in that order probably. So that's who I am, and I'm a freedom fighter, and I put America first, God first, country first, family first, right? I was editing the video. I was doing a Ted Cruz talk from October 2021, and he was saying some real shit in there, man.
The $5 trillion debt that we started the 21st century with had been accumulated by 42 presidents over 2 centuries. And then 2 presidents over 16 years, one a Republican and one a Democrat, took our debt and increased it by 300%, quadrupled the nation's debt in 16 years.
And I was cutting it up, and I had my phone on airplane mode, but I have a MacBook computer, but I'll still get notifications. And when I was going back and forth between my phone, I was you saw the other video, I was filming my silver, and then I go back to the computer and listen to the video. I saw something come down. It was from Aiden Ross, and I subscribed to Aiden Ross because he's like, Andrew Tate's like little project or whatever. I don't follow Aiden Ross at all. He's a little whatever, but he's funny, and Andrew Tate likes him. So I met him through Andrew Tate. So I listen to him when he's talking to Andrew Tate. Anything else, I don't listen to him. And he said Andrew Tate gets arrested. And I'm thinking, okay, is he being funny? I'm like, please, because I'm not going to lie to you guys. I told my daughter, I said, you better listen to everything this man has to say. And when I said this in the other video, this man will go down as one of the greatest men of all time.
Every man understands you shouldn't be complaining about things you cannot change. You have to play the cards you're dealt. To be born a certain height and then to sit there and go, what do I do? I'll tell you what you do. You become the best version of yourself, just like everyone else does. Nothing about the height is in and of itself enough value for me to be a valuable man. As a man, you build your value. You are born with the cards you're dealt. Sure, it'd be ideal. Look, I'd love to be 7 foot tall. I'm not. So it's the same argument. If you're 5'2", you need to become rich, strong, and funny, and charismatic, and interesting, and witty. If you're 6'4", you need to become rich, strong, well-connected. It's the same game. So to sit there and complain about it is asinine. All of you have a handful of aces. I don't think you understand that. You could have been in a car crash at 4 years old and lost your legs. Do you have any understanding of how lucky you have been? This is pure luck. There's no this only luck has kept you fully able-bodied, sitting there, capable of learning and listening and becoming something. You don't really need to be that tall if you're important and rich, and when you walk in the room, you think when fucking Mayweather walks in the room, people give a shit? Fix that frame in your mind. You are viewing yourself as a short man. Stop it. Walk the fuck up and be the man.
I'm so glad that he made so many videos and said so many things, because you can't erase it now. And he was telling the truth, and he's a freedom fighter, and I commend him. But I used to tell my daughter, I said, I'm not going to say the words, but I said, they're going to do something to Andrew Tate. And it wasn't arrested. And I said that. So every morning when I woke up, I checked my thing, like, is this the day? And today I actually woke up and I was like, oh, is it, nothing. Nothing happened. I was like, okay, cool. Because, Romania is on a different time frame than we are. And Aiden Ross said Andrew Tate gets arrested. And I'm thinking, is he trolling? So I listened to the video. Here's the video.
All right, Chad, look, I just woke up to some crazy catastrophic news.
You see why I don't follow Aiden Ross. He's just anyways.
About Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. They just got raided and arrested in Romania. Listen, it's over some sexual trafficking. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what's going on. All I know is there was like some Twitter feud with someone named Greta, something like that, Greedy. And something happened where she basically said something like, email me or something like that. And she texted her email, and then boom, the whole Twitter went crazy. You got like 3 million likes on it or something like that. I just hope it isn't true, for one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to think. I just woke up, so I got hit with it like this. I don't know. Do I still go bald January 1st, chat? Yeah, I am still, because it's not about that. Let me know what's going on. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think is the reasoning for this raid? Tell me right now. Everyone's comments. Let's have a chat let's have a chat inside of the comment section right now. All right, Andrew and Tristan. I love you. And this is also just a side thing. I thought, if they have trouble getting out of jail, this is exactly why we need Trump back in office, so he can pardon them. This is why not history is important. Not history. It's history what's not important. It's what's politics are important. We need certain people in office who make sure stuff like this doesn't happen. And that's assuming he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't do it and they're trying to hold him and stuff, we need someone like Donald Trump to come and pardon him. It's part of politics, and that's what we need to happen.
So, I was like, wow, so I started watching a couple of more little things, couple things just to make sure. And yes, his house got raided in Romania and he got arrested.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe. News broke late Thursday evening by BNO News that the pair were arrested on December 29th.
And he said it. He said it was a 3-step process. When you go against the Matrix, and what the Matrix is these people that are running the world, because they're doing something called an NWO, and you fill in the blanks, and it's all about control. They want to control us, and they have in America and in other countries, they have the left side of the team, or the, states or country or region or wherever you live in, controlled, and they are working through them because they're so extreme. It's ridiculous. And he speaks against that. And when you speak against that, he said it, it's a 3-step process. First, they're going to cancel you. And they did. They canceled him. They deleted all of his social media at the same time, he said. They froze bank accounts. They banned him, all this stuff. And he survived. He survived that. He said, step 2 is they're going to arrest me. And they said, well, why would you get arrested? Listen to this.
Listen, and I'm going to say this on this podcast now because I say it on every other one. I would never, ever kill myself. I truly believe they're going to come and they're going to try and kill me on a long enough time frame because they tried to shut me up and I won't shut up. They're going to try and put me in jail. They're going to kill me. And I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever. And the reason I say this, and I say this to people, and they go, but what can they put you in jail for? And I'm like, how ignorant are you in your ignorance to believe they need a reason? You believe it's fair. You believe I can get a lawyer and prove myself innocent. That's not how it works. They decide you're guilty long before and they find a reason why. And it doesn't matter what you do about it, you will pay the fucking price. It's not fair. None of it is. Every single system's corrupt. It actually annoys me when people say that to me. Well, just get a lawyer. Why? They can't put you in jail if you're innocent. Yes, they fucking can. And that's what people don't understand about the world. They can and they do and they fucking will.
Okay? And step 3, like he said, is if that doesn't work, they'll kill him. I hate to say that, but that's what he said. And I was kind of skipping over step 2. I forgot they were going to do that, but they came out and said he allegedly did sex trafficking. And I know all about that story. That story was complete and utter bullshit. But now this person, Andrew Tate, because they're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. He's guilty till proven innocent. And all the people, all the wokesters, all the people on the left, they're going to be celebrating this because all he was doing was telling the truth. And funny about the timing of this, that girl, Greta, or whatever her name is, the girl that does the climate change or stuff like this, he was trolling her. Take a look.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small dick energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange. I mean, obviously I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is. I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled. Thank you. So I'm not actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot. And then, because I called her out on it, the global matrix got this bot farm to like and retweet and all this bot commenting to try and pretend that her telling me that she has a small dick in her own email address somehow teaches me a lesson. Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show. But now I know, at least, that Greta, with a little hate-filled face, bitter, sitting somewhere without the heating on, in the cold, a little hat, shivering, use my tweets, which is going to make my Twitter account far more fun into eternity.
Now, this news comes just hours after Tate made waves with climate activist Greta Thunberg going back and forth on Twitter about carbon dioxide emitting cars. Tate, who had previously been kicked off social media platforms for so-called misogyny and hateful ideations, had also made news last month As Long Crime Network's Sidebar reported, he sued YouTuber Ethan Klein after Klein called him a sex trafficker. Now, at the time, Tate's attorneys sent Klein a cease and desist order. Some reports now say Romanian officials used Tate's social media to confirm he was in their country before his arrest. We're still learning new details in this case and will continue to bring you the latest developments as they come in.
So right after that, that was last night, I think, all of a sudden he gets arrested. Let me tell you, Andrew has been going in on these people. And I commend him for his bravery, man, because it's one thing for people like me or you or anybody else, we're just regular folk to say it, but a guy that has that much influence and that many followers, he is a danger to the matrix and to the system and to the forced ideologies of these people, these evil, sinister people. And when I say evil and sinister, they make evil and sinister look like church girls, prior girls, you know, choir girls, excuse me. These people are, and for him to, no matter how much money you have, he was walking around with 10 armed guards. He just recently said he's a billionaire now. You know, he had all kind of stuff, but you can't, when they want to come and get you, they'll make something up. And I guarantee you this, when I say he's guilty before proven innocent, when the first thing happened, they had all these women, you know, the bad people, try to line up all these women to say something bad about them, but none of them did. Self-interest is something else. If somebody threatens you to do something to you or your family, or threaten you to shut your whole life down or give you a bunch of money or something like that, when the evil people make you an offer you can't refuse, and if they come to one of these women, I mean, look what happened to Bill Cosby. All those women all of a sudden came out and said that he was a rapist. All of a sudden, 40-something years later. I will guarantee you there is going to be women, and I haven't seen any of this stuff, but I'm telling you, there's going to be a bunch of women that's going to come out and they're going to say that Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, because Tristan Tate got arrested too, by the way, did sex trafficking to them. They built up this whole case, and they've been doing it for the last few months now to arrest him. That man didn't do this. You know, I don't know that for a fact, but for him to be coming out like this and doing all this stuff, he didn't do that, guys. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I'm 99.99% sure that he didn't do it. But they're gonna pay women or threaten women or something like that to say it, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna go through, and hopefully he gets a bail. I don't know if he will or not, because if he gets a bail and they let him out, because obviously he can pay whatever the bail is, he's gonna talk more shit. He ain't gonna stop. So in order to stop him from talking, you know, I say I'm willing to die for this, and it's true, I am willing to die for this. But there's certain things I'm not willing to do. If they captured my mom or my wife or my daughter and say, hey, maybe you don't care about your life, but what about these people?
You want me to serve the woman who murdered my king, who butchered my men, who crippled my son?
I want you to serve the realm. Tell the Queen you will confess your vile treason. Tell your son to lay down his sword and proclaim Joffrey as the true heir. Cersei knows you as a man of honor. If you give her the peace she needs and promise to carry her secret to your grave, I believe she will allow you to take the black and live out your days on the wall with your brother and your bastard son.
You think my life is some precious thing to me? That I would trade my honor for a few more years of what? Of war? You grew up with actors. You learned their craft, and you learnt it well. But I grew up with soldiers. I learned how to die a long time ago.
Pity. Such a pity. What of your daughter's life, my lord? Is that a precious thing to you?
You know, and we'll set you up and give you this amount of money and blah, blah, blah. All you got to do is shut up, Bill Cosby. We're going to put you in prison for 3 years, but stop talking about the black community being held down by their own and Black Lives Matter ain't nothing. and all this other stuff. Stop talking about that after being in prison for 3 years. All right? You're 81 years old. Be quiet, shut up, and live your life, okay? And I'll let you out, okay? Who's not going to take that deal? And they're going to do that to Mr. Tate and Tristan and Andrew. Those are strong-willed, strong-bodied men. Those guys are. But everybody has a weakness. We do. That's why Superman, Clark Kent, he changes into Clark Kent, because he doesn't want anybody to know that he's in love with Lois Lane or anything about his mother, Martha Kent, back at the farm. Everybody has a weakness, man. And if you all of a sudden see Andrew Tate just says, hey, I lied, I shouldn't have said this stuff, I'm telling you it's because of that. I'm telling you that. So everybody has a weakness, including me. I'm going to do it too. You would do it too. So hashtag free Andrew Tate. Thank God this man came out and did what he did. If you don't know a lot about him, go back and research him, man. I'm telling you this. You will learn so much. Again, he's not perfect, but I believe he's a freedom fighter. He's a great man, and he will go down as one of the greatest men in history when it comes to exposing the Matrix. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Am I crazy? This is bothering me, man. I'm going to have to finish that other video later on, but I got to put this one up, man, because I couldn't even focus. That's my boy, man, Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, man. Damn. This makes me fight harder, and it should make you fight harder. And there's more of us than there are of them, guys. If we can just, when you see these police officers and these military men, doing their job, I'm not telling you to stand up and do anything violent. I am not advocating violence. And again, I won't kill myself, and I haven't done anything to get arrested. So I'm a law-abiding citizen, but I'm telling you, we have to stand up to this tyranny, man. We have to, man. We have to. If you feel what I'm saying, please, man, fight for what you believe in. Wake people up, and we got to stand up to this shit, man. We have to. This bothers me so much. I can't even put it into words, man. I'm hurting for this, man. I had a list of shit I had to do today. I'm still gonna do it. I know Andrew, if he was talking to me, he would tell me to keep going with my life, man. I don't know if we've heard the last of him, man. I don't know. But if we have, I want to thank him so much for everything he's done for everybody. His bravery, man. He had it all. He had everything. And now, this one hurts, man. If you feel what I'm saying, guys, please share my video. You guys make videos and share them, and least you can do is share my videos, guys, because you already know sharing is caring, and you guys also know I love you. I fucking love you guys, man. Andrew, thank you, man. Tristan, thank you so much. God, I hope this ain't the last I heard of you guys, man. I promise. You guys don't deserve this bullshit, man. Nobody deserves this. Stack as much silver, gold, Bitcoin, platinum as you can. Cash, your items that you need, your ammo, your security, all your food, water, everything that you can buy in cash right now that you're going to absolutely need. Stock it up as much as you can, guys, because I'm telling you, something's coming. 2023 is going to make 2022 look like a picnic. I believe that. So terrible news today. Andrew Tate is a leader, and so are you guys. We're all secret agents out here, and we got to break this matrix. We got to wake people up, man. They got to know what's going on here is really messed up. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Pray for Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, and his family. Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. I love you guys. All right. Let's do it. Peace and love.